Ugh, it is April 14th. I have no words to describe how exhausted and fatigued I feel right now. Like I got an extra hour of sleep. I got a good breakfast. Boom. Ready, bike to practice, and then it just fell apart. It was just terrible. Oh, I have no idea what even caused it. Probably the lift yesterday, but still, I shouldn't feel like this. And on top of it, I took a loss. But I took a trade, which is a huge thing because I haven't taken an actual trade in like a month, I swear. Yeah, I actually do want to see when was the last time I took a trade. Debut dashboard 14th. Last time I took a trade was 18th of, yeah, so it's been over a month. I took another loss, a little bit larger loss. I'm surprised it was that large. I must have gotten like a really crappy fill on it. But you know, I don't I don't hate it. I took a loss on my evals too. Actually, I haven't even seen what this looks like right now. Just all of them. All right, so yeah, so I still got a lot. Only took three. Damn, only 300. I thought that was a way larger loss than that. Okay, never mind. But now I can show you. I took a lot. I took a loss. This is my second loss of the of that account, which is unfortunate. Let's view my day because I'll go through and do that later. But going to the charts. God, why are there so many holes in the? It was really making me mad. I got to do a makeup test in an hour, and yeah, it's not been a good day. Okay, coming into market open. Boom. Why is this so laggy? Okay, wait. I need to get rid of. Where's the stop? Okay, I'm gonna crash out. I coming today. We've just been running, and I'm like, well, I'd love to see a rebalance of any of this. So, I'm like, okay, we have liquidity down here, these stacked lows down here. Push up, boom, push out, push up. I'm like, this could be the high. Nah, not really looking like it because that was the news high. So that's probably the draw to push up and then come back down. And so I'm like, okay, we can do push up. If we close lower, continuation of the stack lows. If we push, I'll wait for liquidity sweep and may need to go short. So I was thinking low key shorts in this. You know, it's it's hard to with come on, hard to with action like this spread apart over here, but I'm like, okay, boom, that's a prominent high, right? That's an important high over here, right? And so I'm like, okay, well, we could sweep it, retrace, and then break through it, right? And then continue up to the high. So I'm thinking like that's my framing behind it. I'm like, okay, this is good. I like that. Already market open. I'm like, okay, if I'm thinking about this, boom, like that's the low, that's the range high. We just took the range low. Come to take the range high. Boom, yes, we did. Up. And so I'm like, well, uh, boom, that's that could be Manny. We've swept that 15-minute. Okay, close. Give me an entry. Nope, continue to push up. Okay, this we manipulated the people that went short here, trying to catch the top. Alrighty. And then this next candle, boom. Start of the next 15-minute candle. Boom. So this is a new 15-minute candle. We opened high above this candle. Okay. We got a close below here. I'm like, okay, I like this. Like that's soup. That's the initial change in the state. I just give me an entry to get in, right? Boom, push down. I'm like, oh, this looks good. Soup. Okay. So now if we push up soup and close below this, I want nothing but shorts. Boom, no soup, no entry. Pushing up, souped, start closing lower, and I'm like, okay. If we close below here, that's my entry, right? Boom, in. I'm in. And so I'm seeing this is a deep failure swing. And I'm like, okay, I believe this is the full reversal? Overall, it could be the start of the full reversal, but what was I looking for? I was looking for this, which now, looking at it, there is not a fair value gap here. It kinda looked like there was, but I'm like, "Okay, we have that low, we have these lows, that's kinda stacked. That's good." So I entered here, boom, and, like, yeah, around here is when I had to leave to go to practice, and I'm like, "I can't manage this trade." Set my limits and stuff like that, and I started biking. And then got stopped out there, which is crazy because I'm like, I mean, what reason is there to, hold this area, this order block right here? Not really. We disrespected it there. I mean, this inverse value gap barely held. Damn, okay, barely held. I don't count that. There's only wicks outside of it. But I'm like, I wanted to see us come down here, sweep this, and then possibly go higher. That's one of those where, okay, for every account, I would have taken everything off here just 'cause, that's how I was positioning myself, but I'm like, "Okay, if I was in, more sizing, most off, stop to break even, where this could be the possible reversal to take this low down here too." But no, it didn't. That was unfortunate, but I'm like, looking at it, I this was my first actual trade in a month, which is bad because it's been the first one in a month, but if I go back to my calendar and see, okay, what what was the issue? Okay, boom. Last Friday wasn't here. Last Wednesday was kind of the choppy day, right? Let's view the note, view details. Yeah. Yeah, it was this was the one where I'm like, "Oh, I couldn't find it," but there were trades later when I was getting off and going to practice. So I'm like, "Okay, I don't hate that." Boom. This was my spring break week. So I'm like, "Okay, there's a week that I just couldn't be on the charts at all." Boom. That Wednesday and that Friday, I don't know what the problem was there. Yeah, just didn't not seeing my trades there. So I'm like, "Okay, this was a good trade to take, uh, here." And so I'm like, "I'm fine taking that systematic loss." I hate that it drops win rate and day win rate down, but I'm like, Why did my average win-loss go up?" Oh, it's because I haven't inputted the RR yet, so that'll be something I need to do. But looking at it, I'm like, I know a lot of people. No, I know people took this a trade right here, like longs right here, which granted makes sense, but I'm like, I would wanna see, like, this swept or this swept to then go long. That down here would have been perfect for longs. That's where my TP was. And why is my stop loss up here? Because that's the soup. We shouldn't take this until the objective is taken. I don't know. And then we kind of just kept pushing up. We sweep something important. No closure below here, no entry. And this is one of those trend days. Boom. Right here, soup. What am I targeting? That. Probably, I don't know. This is one of the things where we're in a trend. It is so hard to be a reversal trader in a trending market. And so, kind of realizing that, okay, took this loss. Once I took this loss, you start to see, okay, we're in we're kind of trending. Looking at the 50 minute, okay, we're trending. Granted, this makes sense. The 10 o'clock candle opening low, boom, open low, and then push up. But I wanted to see it push all the way down here. And so I'm fine taking this loss. Honestly, I let it affect me more than it should have earlier in the morning. Kind of going to practice. I'm like, damn. But I think that in combination with just feeling terrible today has just thrown me for a loop. But I'm excited to take a trade again, especially on a non Wednesday. Like, Bring me back entries at like 950. Yes. If if all the entries could be at 950, oh my gosh, I would be out of here already. But we're reaching for something up here, and it's like, well, we haven't rebalanced really any of this. I think what is it? May's typically a red month, and what we're switching uh Fed chairs. So maybe that's red because we kind of just ran since down there. I mean, that makes sense. Hold on, let me. Yeah, I mean, we're in the zone, but I mean, trying to explain to you why I'm happy to take this loss because I take one loss. Okay, realize we're in a trending market. Okay, how do I take longs in a trending market? The same thing as yesterday, right? If I go back to if I go back to this, I mean, we're trending here, right? It's just there's a setup for longs present. What do I have to do? Wait for get back in here, go back. Wait for this to come up where okay, boom, push below, light retrace, then push up. That's kind of what happens here. Is a okay, this is the range low. That's the range high. Boom. Swept the high. Swept the high right there. Okay. Then we come down and sweep the low. Okay. This not insanely clean. What does it look like over here? Oh, okay, it looks terrible over there. But realizing that okay, we swept the low. Now I want to see higher to at least come back to discount or take the high in a ranging market. Or not in a ranging market. In a see, this is I'm just so out of it right now. I'm not ready to take this math test, but I honestly could care less. Um in a trending market. If we're with the trend right here, we're golden, right? Finding an entry. I mean, that's a soup. That's soup CISD. That's soup CISD. That's a pretty clean soup CISD. And look at this. The move happens at 11. Huh. So I mean that makes sense right here as to why, because that's the range low. That's the range high. We took out the range high, took out the range low. We souped the range low. Uh, into this fair value gap, and that's one of those things where it's like, okay, we souped 15-minute into that fair value gap, but dude, I just wanted a little bit lower, and it's like I knew we probably aren't gonna have a full reversal, but that yeah, I don't know. I could have on a trending market, but you really only find out it's trending after this, and well, kind of that tells you it, but could have trailed my stop, but I'm like, okay, where could I have trailed it? That's not a soup. None of this is good to trail your stop unless the close there is your reason to get out, but that doesn't even make sense really because I was gone at that time. So, I'm trying to make up reasons why it was bad, but it wasn't bad. It's just unprobable conditions that you find out after you take the trade because your stop loss was the confirmation of improbable conditions. Who knows? This kind of ranging thing is interesting to me now because it's like, like okay, so I can start framing stuff into a smaller fractal to where I can find another trade in it in these trending markets, right? Because Lord knows we are not going to sweep like much and any like significant thing to then reverse. So this is technically all I need to see. That soup CISD right here should be the go sign, right? Should be the okay, boom, that's my entry. That's stop loss. Okay, at least targeting the range high or targeting, a 3, 4 RR, the next liquidity point. They're somewhere up there. But that's kind of the thing to where I think now, I mean, that happened pre-market too, right here, where, okay, we have a range, the same candle put in the range low and put in the range high. Range low, range high. Okay, boom, shut, boom. Took the range high. What are we looking for now? This range low. Okay, we took the range low. There is nothing in here for me. I know on MNQ, the micro, or yeah, the micro, that had a big wick, so that's too but that's it open. It's hard for me to take that. But realizing that that's a possible trade for me to take to the high, interesting. But oh my gosh, ooh, do I get Starbucks? No, but I want to get Starbucks for dinner. No, but oh, I think I do. Oh, but then I'm bringing my bike. I don't know. I'm debating if I want to get Starbucks after I take my test, but that means I'll need to walk there, walk back instead of biking there, which I'm fine on time because my class is at 2:50 after it. So if I take the test at like 1:15, get back easily before 2, and then bike to that class. But I'm probably gonna eat lunch after the class, so or after I take my test. So hmm, who knows? This is kind of just a long yap. Um, but overall, I don't hate it. In a ranging market, that would be good. But realizing that I put my take profit here because I was like, okay, we kind of just continue to push up. I don't see really a big reversal coming, just a rebalance instead of targeting these lows, which I've done a lot better on that, realizing, but then I just didn't get what I wanted. So maybe that's I keep saying like I'm trying to find reasons why it was bad. It's not that bad actually, but alrighty, I will see y'all later.